Hi boys and girls, I'm Miss Lamb and today I'm going to be reading a book to you called The World of Weird Animals, What Makes a Monster? It's written by Jess Keating and illustrated by David DeGrand. What makes a monster? Turn the page to find out if you dare. Don't high-five the eye-eye. Also known as the demon primate, the eye-eye has a dangerous tool on hand. Or rather, its hand is a dangerous tool. With its witch-like claws, this lemur tap-tap-taps the trunk of trees, listening for changes in the sound to find prey. Once it has found a tasty grub, the eye-eye uses its sharp teeth to gnaw into the bark, and with a yank, dinner is served. Don't dine with the vampire bat. Stealthy vampire bats wait for the cover of darkness to feed, preying on cows, horses, or even humans. Using a special heat sensor in their nose, bats can tell where warm blood is close to the skin. Then they use their sharp teeth to bite. Unlike Dracula, they don't actually suck blood. Instead, they lap it up like a cat. Never poke the Portuguese Man of War. Surprise! The Portuguese Man of War isn't just one animal. It's a group of animals all acting as one. Many specialized organisms called zooids join together to form its body. Some zooids are in charge of digestion or reproduction, while others form the tentacles that sway beneath the water. These tentacles are loaded with venom, ready to fire like poisoned harpoons into unlucky prey. Never shake hands with the horror frog. Boasting one of the creepiest abilities in the animal kingdom, the horror frog isn't your ordinary amphibian. When it is threatened, this frog breaks the bones inside its own hand, creating a sharp bone claw that shoots out through its skin. Intense? Not surprisingly, this frog is also sometimes known as the Wolverine frog. Wow. Hide from the greater honey guide. Honey guides are named for their love of honey, but their behavior is less than sweet. Adult honey guides don't take care of their own babies. Instead, they lay their eggs into the nests of other bird species. When a honey guide chick hatches, it uses its sharp hooked beak to attack its foster siblings, often killing them. What better way to eliminate the competition for food? That's wild. Steer clear of the cordyceps fungus. Sometimes the biggest monsters aren't monsters or animals at all. When the cordyceps fungus, also called the zombie ant fungus, infects an insect, it takes over its brain and forces it to crawl to the end of a branch. Once there, the insect dies and the fungus bursts through its head, ready to grow new spores to infect other insects. Ew. Check your shoe for the Deathstalker Scorpion. Armed with predatory pincers and a stinging tail, the Deathstalker is one of the deadliest scorpions in the world, and its tiny, flat body makes it easy to hide in crevices or under rocks. People often mistake it for a plastic toy, but this was one animal you don't want to play with. Beware the prairie dog. What's so scary about a sweet little prairie dog? Prairie dog fleas can carry the deadly bubonic plague. This is the same disease that killed an estimated 50 million people in the Middle Ages. Infected fleas can jump from prairie dogs to domestic pets. And it's very important to de-flea your cats and dogs. Don't play dress up with the assassin bug. What's black and orange and dead all over? The assassin bug has monstrous taste in clothes. Like many other insects, this bug eats ants. But instead of discarding the exoskeletons of its victims, the assassin bug uses a sticky substance to glue them onto its back. It can wear up to 20 ant corpses at a time. Talk about a fashion statement. Be wary of the Fangtooth Moray Eel. Not only do Fangtooth Moray Eels look monstrous, they have a reputation for lashing out at scuba divers and even biting off the fingers of those who try to feed them. But don't judge them too quickly. These morays are acting out of self-defense, protecting their homes. Like many monsters, the Fangtooth Moray Eel doesn't attack unless it's provoked. Keep your eye on the Tyrant Leech King. The Tyrant Leech King has one jaw with 8 teeth that it uses to saw into the flesh of other animals. Unlike some other leeches, the Tyrant Leech King doesn't just attach to its host from the outside. This monster hides inside its host, in a nostril or other orifice. Once there, this leech can spend days or even weeks drinking blood. Ooh. Never judge the Goblin Shark by its teeth. Few animals are more feared than the shark, and the Goblin Shark's unique face is enough to give you nightmares. But those jaws are useful. When a meal approaches, the shark's jaws thrust forward, then suck up prey like a vacuum. Though it looks scary, the Goblin Shark is another innocent monster. Since it inhabits such deep waters, it doesn't pose a threat to humans. Chill out with the Komodo Dragon. The Komodo Dragon is the largest lizard in the world, but this dragon doesn't fly or chase after nights. Instead, it waits silent and stealthy. It sits in one spot until a meal walks by, then it strikes, releasing toxic proteins as it chews. When its prey has weakened from the injury, the Komodo feasts. Back away from the Japanese giant hornet. The Japanese giant hornet can fly at speeds of over 30 miles an hour, and when it finds a meal like a tasty honeybee colony, it sends out a pheromone signal. This chemical alarm alerts other hornets, telling them to join in the fight. Not scared yet? Each hornet can kill up to 40 bees per minute. Look out for the Humboldt Squid. What has 3 hearts, a razor-sharp beak, and weighs up to 100 pounds? Meet the Humboldt Squid, one of the most intelligent predators in the water, also known as Diablo Rojo, Spanish for Red Devil. Humboldt giant squid hunt together in shoals of up to 1,200 individuals and use flash talk to communicate, changing color quickly from red to white. What are they saying to each other? Nobody knows yet. Wave hello to the human. Why are humans in a book about monsters? We aren't born with sharp fangs, venom, or even camouflage to keep us hidden, but we do have one thing that makes us formidable foes: big brains. Our intelligence has allowed us to survive on every continent on the planet by developing tools to fend off predators and technology to improve our chances of survival. But this comes at a price. Pollution from industry and cars, habitat destruction, overfishing, and overhunting are all consequences of human development. And that is the end. This is a nonfiction book, so it does have a lot of very interesting photographs with captions and information that you can go and look at. And if you like nonfiction books like so many students of mine do, I hope you like this book. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye!